My name is Michael Fitzgerald. I'm from Irwin, North Carolina, and I have a problem with family court corruption.
All right, so Michael, when you came today, were you planning to talk with us?
No, I hadn't. Just planned to listen, see what all happens. But you know, now that I know I can say something, I kind of made a quick plan.
Okay, so I looked over at you and you kind of waved at me like I want to talk.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk. So, what would you like to say?
No, I'd like to say if I'm such a wife beater, woman beater, I'm so violent, you know. When me and April got back together, who was the mother of my children, when we got back together, she came to me with a black left eye, begging me to take her back. Somebody who is abusive to you and who supposedly treated you bad and controlled you, why would you beg for them back? And you got millions of men just in this state alone. Really? But I'm a bad guy.
Did you ever commit domestic violence against your wife?
No.
And you'll admit you've had some problems.
Yeah, there's no such a thing as a perfect relationship or a perfect marriage in America, or in the world, let alone. There's no such a thing.
You know, we've been talking to your mom about her rights relative to her grandchildren.
Yes.
From your knowledge of the situation, did your mother ever do anything that, in your opinion, anyone could feel would allow them to deny her rights to be with or around or have contact with the grandchildren?
My mother is a lot like me when it came to my children. We pretty much let them run all over us, and I find nothing against, you know, why they would throw her out of the option or equation of being somebody who could take my children. When, you know, I mean, there is no parties, there is no drug use. Okay, I own a rifle, but I don't take it to her house. Okay, you know, where's this violence coming from? Where's these drugs coming from? I mean, it's just continuous. Violence, where? And what I do to myself, or what I did to myself a few years back, you know, I was grown. I didn't do it in front of my children. My children did not see me get irate. My children did not see me hollering at their mother or anything like that. I was told by April Hawley, who is the mother of my children, Michael, if you don't start spanking she would use the, you know, French curse word, asses. They're just going to run all over you for the rest of their lives. I refused to discipline my children because I couldn't take them little eyes looking up at you with tears in them. But I'm so violent. You wonder why I would put a gun barrel to my head. You took my kids, man. You know? You took my kids. How would they feel if I went and I took theirs? They wouldn't like it, you know. And me as a parent, yeah, I'm young. I'm 25 years of age. I'm still young, you know, but it is hard because I know where they are, but I can't go there. Can't see them. Can't talk to them. Nothing.
Did you ever do anything to harm any of your children?
Never. I would never do anything to harm my kids. I've never done nothing to harm my children, and never will. Just never.
Despite that fact, and there's no proof to the contrary, is there, before the court there's no one to say, yes, I saw him harm the children. And there's no child has ever said, my daddy hurt me. Has there been anything like that?
There has never been no witnesses, no eyewitnesses that has ever said or seen me get violent or irate towards my kids, towards April, towards anybody. You know, I mean, really, nobody has ever seen this. It's like my mother, Sherry Harris, said. It's been pretty much like it's like a made up lie. It's like a nightmare version of a fairy tale, you know. Instead of the good ending, I got the tragic one.
What's the time on that?
12:51.
Just a second. That was a good line, so I needed to mark it so I know where to get back to it. On what basis do you understand that the courts have denied you any further rights with your children? What is their reasoning?
Their reasoning, from what I understand, the court's reasoning for me or them terminating my rights is because I didn't follow up with programs they had wanted me to go through, and that I had, mainly because I broke a safety assessment plan that was right after my third child was born in December. That was in 2009. It was mainly because of a broken safety assessment. And
how did you break that safety assessment?
That I supposedly went and seen my youngest daughter, who was Sydney Ray Fitzgerald, and when there was supposed to be no contact, okay, she was not part of that little list of contacts that I'm not supposed to talk to. And it all still comes back to, if I'm such a bad guy, such a bad father, why would April want me to be there?
And how can you violate a safety agreement if the child you saw wasn't involved in the safety agreement?
Yes, how could I break a safety agreement of an individual that was not part of it? I really would like to know.
So you didn't?
I did not break no safety assessment.
Would you like to still have the rights to care for your kids and see your children?
I would love it. I would love to have my rights restored back to me. You know, I mean, I would give being able to walk. I would give anything. I mean, anything I could possibly give. I would, anything. I would sell my soul to Satan himself just to get my kids back, just to see them for 1 second. I would give myself away. But evidently that's not an option for me.
Should a parent be denied rights to their children based on issues that have nothing to do with their parenting?
I don't think that a parent's rights should be denied upon any kind of circumstance unless they are really abusing the child, unless they are really neglecting the child. There are eyewitnesses that see this. Is there, you know, hey, where's your door at? Where's your window, you know? Lord have mercy, I'm sitting here getting upset talking about all this stuff, you know, but my rights got denied. But, you know, and I have thought day after day, you know, should I go ahead and take my little semi-automatic and just pow? Should I? Because, hey, y'all, I have nothing to live for. I've lost my family. The only thing that mattered to me. My actual blood family, I only have a few of them. I've lost everything I've ever known, cared about, loved about, hell, even thought about. It's gone.
bother you that your mother has lost as well?
It bothers to see, it bothers me to see that my mother is hurt. Yes, it does. And, people can do what they want to you, as a child, but a child will always love the parent, and I would literally do anything for my mother if she asked me or wanted me to.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I'd like to say that I think Harnett County Department of Social Services really sucks ass, sir.
I think they suck ass too, Michael.
Thank you.
All right. We've got